Hello, I'm Captain Gamer, and let's play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge. The last episode was quite the doozy of truth, for we have finally figured out what the heck is going on with Cloud, and from what I could gather, the truth of the matter with Cloud's past is he wanted to join Soldier to get Tifa's attention, that's all nice and sweet, and wasn't able to do it. So, he just went along his way as a regular Shinra soldier. Oops, I saw his nail bat. Which reminds me, I've got to start re-equipping Cloud with some new fancy stuff. His crystal sword, his new standard, what does everyone else have? Crystal bangles, of which I do not have. Oh well. Looks like Cloud gets his good old trusty Bolt Armlet. Why not? Because he had the element of thunder at the beginning of the game in the form of Materia. And I think that everyone else is equipped with the accessories, so we will be right back after we are in our proper formation. And we are back. We are now in our full formation here. These two have ribbons, and Cloud has the gem ring because he loves his jewelry. Isn't that right, Cloud? Haha, don't look at me like that. Seriously, what is that glare you are giving us? I mean, now that we know that you weren't really a soldier, and that all your memories were fabricated, which is still sort of gets by me, to be completely honest. How can you completely believe what Zack told you? But that really is the truth of what happened. This really is the story of Cloud, who couldn't be everything he could be. So, really, identity is a big theme of this game, and when that identity is challenged, I can imagine it causes a bit of an emotional response. By the way, Cloud, by the merit of your return to the group, you are now ready and able to use Omnislash. Use it well. Okay, got it. And Yuffie, because you've been reunited, because you've been reunited with your crack-pairing partner, you are now able to use All Creation. Cool, this should do it. If you can't tell by now, these are their level 4 limit breaks. So yes, I have been sitting on these ever since the end of Disc 1, and now they are finally able to use it. When they'll be able to use it, I don't know. But we have some places to stop off before we get on with the story. Learner Pilot leveled up. He is level 8. And now he's no longer screaming, "Oh my god!" Now he just says, "Hey, wanna go?" Yes, let's go, Learner Pilot level 8. The first place we are going is to Corel. So I will see you all when that happens. Actually, if we go back to Medial, you will find that it is still a location. Still with the music, and the old guy sitting here. Hello, old guy. Ahoy! This here's Medial. As you can see, this used to be quite a hot springs town. It used to be a quiet hot springs town, too. Everything's gone now, but in a way, kind of glad everything's cleaned out. Feels better this way. Ho ho! Of course, because the plot progressed, everything feels right when the plot progresses. Hello, doggy. Aw, aren't you silly little doggy? And you, sir, what do you have to say? Hey, you feeling a little better now? That's good, real good. Now, don't overdo yourself like that again, here. Yeah, that's quite the mess. But isn't the live stream a strange thing? When I die, I wonder if I'll flow along in the middle of a warm, gentle stream like this. Oh, that's one interpretation of the afterlife. Hello, sir. Anything? No, that's not a desk, that's just a sign. We always welcome cash. What can I do for you today? Oh, so I just needed to talk to him directly, not from across his counter. We've got the standard spread of items. Keep up the good work, sir. Our stock isn't great so now, but that's the way it is here. If you're looking for other items, why don't you check out the other stores? Yeah, it's not like some sort of disaster happened and your entire stock got washed away, huh? Huh? Have you seen my husband? He disappeared during the big earthquake, and I haven't seen him since. I thought he'd be in the store. You don't think he got through that door and went to another country on the other side, do you? That's all just a dream. Nothing like that could ever happen. Yes. Tell him, Cloud, you will never ever travel to different worlds. Through heart-shaped doors that are unlocked with keys that are also blades. Welcome! Just what you need at a time like this. A shop of rest and relaxation. What do you want? Don't sound very relaxed to me. This is the Materia shop. And look at that. Indistinguishable from the first shop we went to. That's what happens. You don't have any goods, but you coming again, please. Ouch. As for you, now I've got to find another job. I guess I might as well make my side job as an auxiliary seller into my regular job. Well, since you're already here, why don't you buy something to take back with you? Sure, I'll support my local startups. Supporting local startups is a good thing. You probably don't even know the context for that. And we actually have a pretty nice array here. The gem ring, the one thing that allowed me to get through the Coliseum fights, or the battle arena, however you want to put it. So yeah, if you want one for everybody, then go ahead. Otherwise, I already have one of everything here. Thank you. Stop by again. You are welcome. Okay, we've already seen everything there is to see at Medial, I think. Unless for some reason the game will let me jump around. Hey, hey, hey! Look at who it is. Seriously, what the heck? Chocobo, Zack, don't seem like they'll give him greens. Yes, Sid already gave you your greens, you greedy person. Hehe, welcome is here. The day's finally come. Your day to shop. Do you have items and weapons? Well, I should say so, and here's a bargain. What would you say to 50% off everything? Just kidding, even I wouldn't do something like that. Now, what can I do for you today? Okay, someone has been real busy stocking up, so show me your items. And, wow, look at these prices. They are not 50% off at all. I think maybe they're even a little bit inflated. What kind of scam shop are you trying to run here? Thank you. Come by again. And for some reason I have to go through all that dialogue again. What sort of weapons do you have? Well, it looks like all you did when you were running around was just buying up the stock of everyone else to make way for the apocalypse of shop owning. Oh, show me your materia. Wow, this greedy person took everything from everybody. Thank you. Come again. Oh, it's good to see the doctor and nurse got out. You? How did you recover from your Mako poisoning? I believed in myself. That's how. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad for you. Looks like your friend's wishes came true. Thinking for yourself what things look like, but at least no one was seriously hurt. We're just very unhappy now. Good here. I mean, what? I probably don't remember you, but you know that girl that watched over you for so long when you were sick? You better take care of her. If you don't, you'll be sorry. Believe you me. Well, anyhow, hey, you all look terrible. Why don't you rest up for a while? I can see why she says that, because everything looks terrible now in Medial. Woo! But, yeah. Good on Tifa to take care of Cloud all this time. She probably necessarily didn't do anything much for him, except for lead him back to who he really is. But, yeah, they really did pull out a love story of faith and patience when it came to Tifa waiting on Cloud. Especially with the whole Eris thing. Not to make light of her death, but as far as the Tifa Cloud love story goes, yeah, that was a pretty big rough patch. Anyway, back on track to Corel. Ah, you're a rustic beauty. Just plain rustic, not absolutely wrecked, ruined rustic. Okay, so the house we are looking for is near the inn, but not the inn. So I'm guessing... Wait, what? Okay, so Cloud goes up normally, maybe a little bit jittery, but if I'm running, look at that, he has teleports! And I'm oh, okay. I'm even watching this, the feedback on the capture card, and it does the same thing. Wow. Elevation is a funny thing. So, what do we get if we go into, not that place, but this place? We have a family. Impoverished family. A little kid. Hey, what's a meteor? Okay, I guess because of Meteor, everyone's talking about Meteor and the kid's curious about what is Meteor. I don't want to die, but who can stop Meteor? See? Family's talking about Meteor. Is Meteor really going to crash down on us? I'm still young. I'll never marry again. This memento is all I have left of my husband. I'll give it to you if you'll please stop Meteor. Someone figured out that we're the main characters. The catastrophe! The catastrophe is... a thing. Learn limit skill catastrophe. Who learns catastrophe? We will know. Eventually. For now, we will put catastrophe in its place near everything else that I'm just not comfortable getting rid of yet, which I will probably get rid of off-screen in between episodes, but for now, catastrophe occupies its own little space. And yes, catastrophe is what we came all this way for. So now we have catastrophe. Let us move on. And Tifa, I'm sure you liked hearing from the nurse about how important you are to Cloud. You did some good work there, being patient. Next up, we are headed toward Nibelheim, which is right over here. And I don't think the buggy and the tiny Bronco exist anymore. It's kind of a shame, considering how important those things are. At least the tiny Bronco was to Sid. But we are now in Nibelheim. We are going to barge into Tifa's house yet again. Funny how they never got anybody to occupy Tifa's house. Occupy Tifa's house! Topical humor. But anyways, we are going back to the piano that Cloud jammed on. Cloud wants to remember who he is, so... Cloud, shall you play on the piano? Ah, go for it. Now, how did this go? Well, I remember. It goes like this. I wonder what this is. Tifa's Secret Savings, when Gil came out of the keyboard. I've heard this melody played somewhere before. Managed to play well. Oh! I have the sheet music for that song. Huh? Wait a minute, there's something inside the sheet. Yo, dog, I heard you like sheet music. Tifa? What's happened to our town? Was it all an illusion? Or just a dream? No, it was neither. I remember trying to get people out of the flames. Oh wait, I know who this is. Ha! But not having the strength, burning with anger, I went to the reactor to kill Sephiroth, but he was nowhere to be found. Instead, I found you, collapsed inside. I felt saving you was far more important than going after Sephiroth. There were several others that were still alive inside, but I was only able to save you. As I was coming out of the reactor, Shinra troops were just arriving. I recall a scientist named Hojo was in charge. He ordered the troops to gather up everyone still alive for the experiment. I didn't know what type of experiment he was talking about, but I wasn't about to let them have my dearest student, Twilight Sparkle. Wait, what? Putting you on my back, I headed down the mountain to the village. I used the cure spell on you many times. Funny enough, monks do learn a curing type spell, but I think it only works on themselves, or maybe that's just in Final Fantasy V, and started to head for Midgar to look for a doctor for you. I don't like that city, but my cure spells weren't helping. I decided to go to Midgar to find a doctor I could trust. I'm worried about you, but I can't settle down in one place for very long. Have you recovered fully? Are you well? I wonder how many years have passed since then. I just got into town again, but I can't believe it. The whole town is back to normal, except for the strange beings with black clothes all around. The town reeks of Shinra, but I won't go after them. You may think I'm running from them, but it's just that I don't want anything to do with the Shinra anymore. Feels like time is running out. I'm sure you'll find this letter, and this gift for you. It should come in handy. I can't even jump anymore, but I hope you can continue to sharpen your skills and remember what it taught you. To my precious student, from Zangan. So it's Zangan, received Final Heaven. Whoop! Hey! Look at it takes after her master. Woo! Look at those moves. And her victory pose. Ha-ha! I would... and Cloud's just like, okay, that just happened. I want to see Tifa act more vigorous like that from now on. That was really badass. So, the Final Heaven, if you can't tell, is... so that's it. Is Tifa's level 4 limit break. We are getting all our level 4 limit breaks all over the place today. We will find out what they do as it comes. And things are still as is, and I should probably put the catastrophe right there, so I have room for things down here to take their place. So, I completely forgot what I was talking before. But yes, Zangan. Zangan is Tifa's master, if you can't recall. And one interesting little tidbit of beta information that I know about Final Fantasy VII is that when we first went to Nibelheim in Disc 1, Zangan was originally going to be here to confirm everything, to actually be here and say, hey, what the heck is going on? By the way, what the heck am I doing? But, you know, the whole themes of Cloud being a liar and the truth coming out. Those themes probably would have been weaker if Zangan were here to rap with Cloud about how things were back in the old days. Here's Vincent's old room. Aw. I thought I could raid his CD collection for his Katy Perry songs, but oh well. And then Cloud walks in. Oh, something's going on here. What do we have here? We seem to be in a flashback of some sort. And who are those young men in those tubes? Hey, this is your food. Yeah, clearly this is a flashback because things look different now. Whoa! Ooh! Someone just got punched. Whoa! I think that's Zack. That guy got Zack punched. Letting... up, it's Cloud and Zack. I can only assume, following the events that happened at the Nibelheim reactor. Cloud doesn't look too good. Because Cloud didn't get into Soldier, he's not so used to being saturated by Mako, while Zack wasn't Soldier, so he's all used to this stuff. So, following the experiment, Zack managed to break them out of the experiment area. Oh, here. Put on this. It smells a little, though. Don't complain. You look pretty good with that. Well... And they are on the road, away from all the things that happened. Yo, old guy, we at Midgar yet? You know what's funny? People talk about going to Midgar as if it were easy, but I think they're overlooking the fact that they had to cross the ocean first. Though, to be fair, it seems to be pretty easy to do if you can stow away or have the money. So this is probably on the first continent. Shut up! You're lucky I even gave you a ride. So, I think we may be tying up the loose ends of why isn't Zack anywhere. So we know that Zack survived his one-sided encounter with Sephiroth at the Nibelheim reactor. What are you gonna do once we get to Midgar? And Cloud is acting just like he did when he had Mako poisoning. So, yeah, Cloud is a two-time survivor of Mako poisoning, ladies and gentlemen. I know what I'm gonna do. I got a place I can crash for a while. No way, the mother lives there too. Who did Zack know back in those days, who had her own place in Midgar with her mother there? It's Eris. Guess that's out. Exactly what were you planning on doing with Eris at her place, Zack? Yep, gotta change my plans. No matter what I do, I need some money first. Hey, want to start a business? But, what could we do? Hey, Cloud. Think there's anything I'd be good at? So Zack appears to be a blank flank here. Hey, old guy. What do you think I'd be good at? Zack's got some personality there. What are you yapping about? You're still young, ain't ya? Young folks should try everything. Gotta pay your dues while you're young. Go out and look for what you really want. Random old guy actually has some nuggets of wisdom. Try everything. That's easier for him to say. Oh, and there we have Cloud's semi-signature crouching position there, which actually is Zack's signature crouching position. Kind of strange to think. Hey! Listen. Of course! Of course! Oh god, I'm pulling out references all over the place. Somebody stop me. I got a lot of brains and skills that other guys don't. That settles it. I'm gonna become a mercenary. Yeah, thanks, Pops! Hey, didn't you even hear a word I said? Well, to be fair, he did listen to every word you said. Listen, I'm gonna become a mercenary, and that's that. Boring stuff, dangerous stuff, anything for money. He'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel. I'm gonna be rich! No, you're gonna be Zack. So, Cloud, what are you gonna do? And the old guy says he's got it all wrong. So then what did you mean, old guy? That wise old guy. Yeah, Cloud, you've done a lot of that lately. Just kidding. I won't leave you hanging like that. We're friends, right? Mercenaries, Cloud. That's what you and me are gonna be. Understand, Cloud? And they lived happily ever after. I wonder what happened that they couldn't just take the truck all the way over. Whoa, what's going on here? Ooh! Zack can take him. Ooh! Ouchie! Oh. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my god! That was no cutaway death. That just happened. What do you want to do with him? Forget it. Just leave him. Wow. So the Shinra heard about them escaping and sent out some soldiers to go get him. That was really brutal. And I'm not saying that in any sort of funny way. We just spent all this time getting attached to Zack, and that just happened. Just one shotgun shot, and then assault rifle straight in. And Cloud is understandably distraught over his literal only friend in the world at the moment. But there's Midgar. So I think this really does patch up everything that happened to Zack and Cloud in between the incident at the reactor and when Tifa found him. And yeah, that's what those fingernails mean. However, if Cloud was completely comatose at the time, how did he manage to make those scratches unless he made those during his last remaining moments of sanity? But yeah, that's what I came down here for, unless there's something back here that I forgot. No, there is nothing else here. So, that is... Now you know the rest of the story, essentially. The incident at the reactor happened, as outlined in the previous episode, and then Zack got hunted down. It does seem rather painfully anticlimactic that is how the saga of Zack would end. If only we knew more about Zack. If only there was some story before, some prequel for maybe for a portable version of the PlayStation that told us everything about the details of Zack's past with the Shinra, and maybe gave us a better version of Zack's death. Yeah, that would be awesome. And during our travels to the Shinra Mansion, we ran into some dorky faces and whatnot and found a mirror and a vampire fang. This is actually kind of a useful item if your strategy involves using the Reflect status condition. But, anyway, I do believe with all our characters, let me just see here, let me just take inventory. The only two Limit Break manuals we don't have are for Vincent and for Seed. So, we are going to go ahead, take off into the sky, and let me gather my bearings, look at my little cheat sheets here, to determine that we are finally ready to go on with the game, this game that I am playing right here. And if we recall, the next location for me to visit is the Jinan Reactor. The underwater reactor at Jinan holds our next piece of materia, our huge and/or large materia. Let's see what it's referred to over here. It is referred to as huge materia. We got two of it right now, and we now are off to find the next piece of huge, large materia. Hello, sir. How are you? You want to get on the elevator that badly? Give me 10 gil. Okay, I guess. Hurry up and get in. No problem, sir. So we are now going to just go up here and reach the upper city of Janun. You'd think being underwater we want to go down, but I know what I'm doing. At least I think I know what I'm doing. I've actually been so silent because I've been trying to reevaluate everything that's going on here. But as we can hear from the drastic music change, we are on a mission, and we are running to that mission. We've got our group up here. I may be mistaken, but doesn't it feel like we're missing something? And I just don't like it when Japanese-type games only hint at something, and they don't directly tell it to you. Was it the cannon? Are they missing the cannon? I think it was the cannon that was missing. Try rewinding the video to see if that's the case. And now we are over here, and that is the elevator to the underwater reactor there, but it looks like we'll have to fight our way through.